Tugendhat announced he wants to change the country and run for the Tory leadership, depending on the type of Brexit deal brought back by Theresa May. Speaking on Ridge on Sunday, Mr. Tugendhat declared, "At the moment I am just waiting to see what deal the Prime Minister brings back. I haven't made any great secret of the fact that I would consider running for my party leadership at some point, but to me the whole point of this is not to run for the leadership, it's to change the country. To me the whole point of this is not to be an individual but to be a team. If there's one thing that soldiering taught me is that, as individuals we don't achieve very much but we have an amazing Conservative team." The chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee added, "I've listed some names there and there are many others, and if we get the right people in the team then actually the leadership becomes not academic but certainly an expression of that, and that's what we've got to get to. We've got to get a really strong Conservative team forward, arguing for the future of the country, arguing for a positive future, arguing for a future that includes everybody in our community and really values the work that so many do, from the young to the old. We have an amazingly dynamic society. Sometimes I think we forget that, and it's a great shame because it leads us to despondency when actually we should be fully optimistic. So I am really focused on doing my bit to support a Conservative team and see where that gets us." Brexit news. Tugendhat said he was waiting to see the Brexit deal brought back by May. Image, Ridge on Sunday. Getty. Mrs. May is under fire from both wings of the Tory party, after the shock resignation of pro-European ex-Transport Minister Boris Johnson, who criticised the PM's stance on Brexit. The move sparked speculation that more ministers who backed Remain could also quit. Home Secretary Sajid Javid, Defence Secretary Gavin Williamson and Chancellor Philip Hammond also raised concerns about the Chequers proposal. Writing in the Daily Telegraph, Boris Johnson said, "Even if we agree with the EU that the UK must have a unilateral break clause, so that we can go our own sweet way at a time of our own choosing, it is irrelevant because the programme and ambition of the government is to remain in captivity, to stay in our cell, even if we are given the theoretical key to escape." Hopes of securing a deal for the cabinet to sign off tomorrow appear to be rapidly receding, but talks are continuing in Brussels. The apparent impasse makes it much harder for the PM to secure a special EU conference in November to settle Brexit terms. But in a sign of Downing Street attempting to push the process forward, Mrs. May's key Brexit advisor Ollie Robbins held talks with counterparts in Brussels over the weekend. Michel Barnier, the EU's chief Brexit negotiator, will address ministers from the 27 remaining EU nations at a General Affairs Council meeting in Brussels today.